It doesn't matter whether we're in school, grinding at a day job, nursing a side hustle, or living our wildest dreams. We have to be careful not to put our passions ahead of ourselves. I'm Brittany Luce, co-host of The Nod, a podcast from Gimlet Media dedicated to exploring all the different facets of the Black experience in America. From a history of grape drink to a defense of the movie White Chicks, our thousands of listeners rely on our show to tell the stories about Black life that you won't hear anywhere else. And making The Nod is more than just my passion. Telling these stories beautifully and accurately is what drives me every day. But even when you're doing something you love, you can still burn out. So if you're feeling that tired, I don't want to do this vibe creeping in, or you just want to avoid it, I'm here to share what I've learned. So a few months ago, I was having one of my first real weekends at home in months. It was a Saturday night, and I was headed out to meet a group of friends for dinner. And I mean, I had been going hard in every way for a long time. You know, like getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night, touring with The Nod around the country. I was working on weeknights and weekends. So this dinner should have been a chance for me just to relax and have fun. I mean, I had even chosen the day, the time, the restaurant, and I had ordered a cab to get myself there. But as I got in the car, tears suddenly started bursting out of my eyes. I was crying because I couldn't handle the thought of a Saturday night dinner with friends. I mean, that is as low impact as it gets. When the car arrived at the restaurant, I remember sitting in that back seat just stalling. I had to ask myself, what's really going on here, Brittany? So I went over all the things I felt grateful for. I mean, I've got a good job, healthy, beautiful family, great relationship with my boyfriend, and the kindest, loveliest friends. And I was about to meet a bunch of them for dinner at a restaurant that I had wanted to eat at for like 7 months. They have this guacamole that doesn't even come with chips. It has this crispy tortilla, and you just shatter it, and you just take all the shards, and you shovel the guacamole in your mouth. It's exactly what I wanted. Like, this evening was like literally textbook what Brittany wanted to do. I should have been feeling excited and happy, but instead I was sobbing, and I was totally spent. How did I even get that tired? Well, answering that question taught me some important lessons that I stick by to this day. First, that no one can run on passion alone. At The Nod, we work really hard to put out the best possible episode each week. Not just for ourselves, but out of a responsibility to show all the dimensions that Black folks possess. And that desire will sustain me when nothing else will. But I got to a point when I looked at my calendar and every day was jam-packed from morning to night. I mean, I had been saying yes to everything. Yes to grabbing coffee with aspiring podcasters. Yes to every teaching opportunity, every speaking opportunity, and on top of that, yes to plans with every single friend who asked. And my boyfriend was on my shoulder like Jiminy Cricket, like, you have to take time to rest. But I kept thinking, no, I love this. Everything in my life is great. But I didn't feel great. I felt like taking a nap for days. See, there's no way I can be the best possible creator, friend, partner, sister, or daughter if I'm not in the right shape physically or mentally to do so. I was robbing myself of the ability to step back and truly love what I'm doing. So I made a conscious decision to carve out more time in my life for myself. I changed all those coffee dates into phone calls and became more selective about the events and activities that I took on. And by slowing down like that, I'm able to work harder and smarter on The Nod and still have energy for the things outside of it that I love. The second thing I learned is that if you don't plan your time, somebody else will definitely plan it for you. See, our schedules are like blank canvases. Like, everybody wants to take a crack at filling them up. So you have to go ahead and fill it in yourself before somebody else gets to it. And one way I've learned to set those boundaries is by planning time for myself to do nothing. My schedule had turned into this strict mix of work, chores, spending time with my boyfriend, when we could find it, and making it to the occasional friend's birthday party. I had completely lost the time I needed by myself to recharge. See, I love going to the movies by myself, or to the park, or to a yoga class, or just catching up on TV shows. And now I block time on my calendar to do any or none of those things. And it's actually opened up my ability to say yes or no to the activities or events that come my way spontaneously. Look, if you're like me and you love to do the most, you might feel guilty when declining or rescheduling plans. But think about it. When someone tells you they can't make it to something you planned, do you feel let down? Honestly, I never think twice about it. I want a happy, rested, and relaxed friend to hang out with, not a groggy and grouchy person. Saying no to plans doesn't mean you're closing a door on anybody. It means you're being more thoughtful about the doors you want to open. And it's an important way to show up for yourself. Like all of us, I am a total work in progress. I mean, even with these lessons in mind, my energy continues to ebb and flow. But if I hadn't hit that low point, I never would have made these changes to take care of myself. And you deserve to take care of yourself too. So the next time you feel like you're losing yourself in work, just remember, you can't run on passion alone. And you deserve to prioritize time for yourself. Okay, wherever you are right now, say that with me. I deserve to prioritize time for myself. All right, now go forth. Go get your shine on.